VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your hosts Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock. Only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Good morning. A happy Sunday morning to everybody, and welcome to week 8 of this season's VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt. I'm the general manager and executive golf professional at the Ranch Golf and Country Club and host of the VIP Golf Show, along with sidekick, as always, Mr. Curtis Stock. Thanks so much for tuning in and joining us each and every week. We love you being part of it. To help being part of it, you can text into the show at any time by texting 780-218-9999. This week's lineup, a great one as always. Our first guest in a couple of minutes is Bob Paley from Kananaskis. At 8:20, we'll be chatting with Kevin Smith from the Alberta Golf Association. At 8:40, we're going to talk junior golf with Derek Baker. We'll be going around YEG and checking in with the Trestle Creek Golf Resort and head pro there, Art New. In our final segment, we're going to be talking with the golf course legend, Mr. Mike Loftus. Looking forward to that. As always, at 9:40, we will have our trivia contest where one lucky listener will win a custom fitting at the TaylorMade Performance Center and a gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar. This week's question of the week, if you want to tune in and let us know your answer, what is your favorite club in your bag and why? Text in to 780-218-9999. Let us know. This segment is brought to you by the 0-2, unfortunately, Edmonton Elks. Join us this summer by hosting your next corporate event in one of our exclusive suites or our new 6-person loge table area located in our upper bowl. Limited availability remains at all Elks home games. Visit goelks.com/tickets to book your private suite or loge today. And how the heck are you today, Mr. Stock?
I'm great, Murray. Nice day out there. They said it was going to be torrential downpours, and they're wrong again.
Well, that's a surprise, hey?
No, I mean, they called for rain every day this week, and
there was some rain this week, though.
We got some rain, but I went out and played with Tasquin, and it was raining in the city, not a drop out there.
Yeah, and that's the case. I think people, when they are looking to play golf, if it is raining in one place, it might not be somewhere else. So
right.
Check the radar. The radar is a lot more accurate than forecast a lot of the times. Right. Good stuff. Well, we're going to chat with Bob Paley, Edmonton Oiler fan, Bob Paley. I saw you on there earlier, Bob, wearing some Oiler colors representing. Are you still a little depressed after the loss this week, or are you okay?
I really like what Connor had to say in terms of like heartbroken last year and just feel a bit mad this year. And I just feel a little bit empty, I guess, would be the best way of putting it. But yeah, absolutely love the run that they went on. Some great personalities on the team. Just came up against a super tough team, and we'll see what the organization is able to do moving forward. I think it's just still exciting times.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's hard for us all not to agree that they just ran into a better team. You'd probably agree too, Stalker, hey?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. They were just deeper. They could throw out 4 lines anytime, and you didn't know which was number 1 and which was number 4.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And I think that's the challenging part. And I really honestly didn't think it was going to happen this year that we would lose. I thought 97 and 29 were going to just put us on their back, and Florida was able to handle it. And certainly didn't negate them, but they just weren't themselves.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Bob, the recent G7 summit brought significant closures to your golf course there in Kananaskis. How did the summit and the associated access restrictions impact your operations, and what was the response with your staff and regular guests during this period?
The G7, this is the second time that we've hosted it. We hosted it in 2002, which was the first. It was a G8 at that time because Russia was a part of it. It was exciting. I think it was just very, very different for our team. Obviously, both times, it's unusual to see RCMP military everywhere, walking, going around the golf courses, and there were thousands and thousands of troops in the area, and so it was unusual. I think our team, because we've been through it in 2002, we did I think a decent job of very good job of. Right from the giddy up, letting our team know what to expect and in terms of what was happening. Because again, we'd been through one before. Let's say the one this year versus the one in 2002, very different. We had more of a presence. The RCMP used our tournament center as kind of their hub. And so because of that, there was a lot more police access, a lot more restrictions around the facility. And, we had more mouths to feed this time. We were feeding 750 to 1,000 meals every day. And
Wow.
So it was just surreal. And then, of course, we hosted the leaders meeting on the Monday night. So we had Mr. Trump and Mr. Carney and the rest of there was 9 of them in total in our clubhouse. And always just, it's hard not to get a little bit, you see these people on TV, and then to see them, at your facility is just a different thing. So, it was just, I'm going through, we could spend our entire time, we could spend 3 hours talking about the G7 because just that, the entourage, there was 2 vehicles with every country except for the United States. There was 15 vehicles in his entourage. And it was just, they were treated to just fantastic weather. I think they got a lot accomplished. It was unfortunate that Mr. Trump had to leave a day early, but it sounds like it was extremely effective, and the meetings were good, and they enjoyed our team and the facility, and the Pomeroy up above us. And so I think it was very successful, and I think it was a really cool experience for our team. Just to, it's 2 weeks of doing something completely different. So that was awesome.
Did Trump get out to the golf course?
Yeah, well, he did for the meeting, which was the Monday night, and he had indicated to our general manager, Darren Robinson, that he had planned on playing, but because he had to leave early, he wasn't able to, and didn't. But my wife twice played with the German chancellor's wife, and so she's the only person that was involved with the G7 that actually played. And so wonderful lady. And I think that was the thing that our team got a chance to see, was with all of the security, with all of these, really, I guess you would call them important people. Everybody's important, but maybe recognize and acclaim that they're just people. The Secret Service for the U.S., Canada's Secret Service, they're just wonderful people, and we connected and with our team, and again, just great people. And there's almost a sense of like a letdown, maybe a little bit like after the playoffs for Edmonton fans, for our team, because there's this big buildup as to this big event happening, and they meet these wonderful people, and then all of a sudden they're gone. So that's it's just a special time that really brings everybody together on our team. And that's what we experienced in 2002, and we certainly experienced it this year as well.
So moving on to Kananaskis and your beautiful facility there, for listeners who haven't visited, can you describe what makes the setting and the scenery at K Country so unique among Canadian golf destinations? Yeah,
Murray, great question. I think what's special, first of all, what I'd say is obviously the views are spectacular. Every hole is a postcard. It's a place where people can come just to reconnect and decompress with friends and family and business partners and associates. So the setting is fantastic. You've got Mount Kidd, you got Mount Lorette. You're surrounded by mountains, and obviously the shape of the courses are spectacular. The facilities. We've done a great job, I think, of keeping up on the facilities, and after the flood, doing some renovations to improve our patio and that sort of thing. So the setting is magnificent. But quite honestly, I think the reason that Kananaskis is as busy as it is and has the demand that it has is our people. And we work really hard to bring in some really great people. Our interview process is set up in such a way where we try very hard to bring people-oriented people who are givers, not takers, that just want to do good by people. And there's a wonderful saying that we talk about all the time. Angela Mayu talks about in terms of, people will forget what you do, people will forget what you say, but they'll never forget how you make them feel. And that's what we believe. And so we really try to show gratitude to our guests and just really go above and beyond to make them feel welcome and appreciated. And And I think that that's exactly why, people like to come back. And of course, you got to have all the, the wonderful golf course, the fantastic conditions, the great food and beverage, the wonderful setting, a pro shop that's got some wonderful things in it, great value. Those are all important, but it really boils down to our people.
Mention the two courses, Mount Kidd and Mount Lorette. What are the signature differences between the two, and do you have a personal favorite?
Well, I've got two boys, and Curtis, that's exactly like saying, which you two boys do you love the most? So I'm going to give you a political answer, hot off the G7. Front nine of Mount Kidd and back nine of Mount Lorette would be my ideal course, so it never happens, but to play that. I would say the biggest difference between them, Mount Lorette's maybe a little flatter, little less distance between green to tee. If you were to say maybe a little more of a traditional golf course, I would say that maybe Mount Lorette's at, I would say a higher premium on accuracy off the tee for sure. Yeah. And I'd say a lot more water comes into play early in the round, especially. Mount Kidd, I'd say, I was talking to my wife this morning and she was talking, like more elevation changes and elevated tee boxes and maybe a little more forgiving off the tee. And I think as a result, the views are spectacular everywhere. Every hole, that's not hyperbole. Every hole is is just a spectacular thing. And, I think since the floods happened, one of the biggest differences pre-flood were the greens, because we had a couple of different architects on the project. Of course, you had Robert Trent Jones Sr., Roger Rulowich was one of his main designers that did a lot of the work early on the red. And then when Kidd came around, Les Ferber had more to do with it. So the greens were a little bit different, and that would have been a difference. But now that, it's been reimagined by Gary Browning, all the greens, obviously they look different, but the drainage and the way that the greens read and flow are very consistent, which is fantastic. So, I'd say probably just a bit different from the standpoint of off the tee and maybe a little bit more of a grind early on the ret. But, they're both amazing.
Yeah. Mount Kidd is ranked number 50 by Score Golf Magazine's top 100 in Canada, and Mount Lorette is ranked way down at number 99. I don't get it. On my list of courses I've played, I've got Mount Kidd at number 11 and Mount Lorette right behind at number 12. I don't see a big difference.
Yeah, I don't either. And, we could spend as much time talking about the G7 as we could the Score Golf rankings. But I respect that there's, a lot of great courses. I think the thing that's the most important, guys, is that, the people who do come understand and know how special that it is. And no matter what number or ranking that it gets, that's a subjective thing for people to get an opportunity to talk about. We're just blessed to be as busy as we are and get a chance to spend as much quality time with Albertans as we do.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Bob Paley from the Kananaskis Country Golf Course. Now, Bob, I've known you for a lot of years. You can talk for 3 hours about a lot of things.
Guilty as charged, my friend. Sure. Guilty as charged.
All right. Now, Bob, Kananaskis is often recognized for its value, service, and course conditions. How does your team maintain such high standards season after season, especially with the high demand there for tee times and the amount of play you put through?
Well, I think it's what we talked about earlier. It's our first of all, our management team. We've got some of the best young people in our business. There's been an evolution. The Bygrave brothers and Ummer Kraft and Norm Kimball. They are all wonderful, wonderful people that that set a precedent and set some important standards that happened early on. And then, the next generation came in, and with Darren Robinson, our GM, and Calvin McNeely, our superintendent, and myself and family in the golf shop. And now we've got a new generation coming in, and the high standards that were set way back when we opened in 1983 are still there. And we've got people that are looking for, how to make the courses better, not just do what we've been doing, and continually trying to, in all phases of our operation, turf care, same thing, Murray, that you're doing at your facility. Like, I think if you sit and just are rest in your laurels, you're going to get passed by and you're all of a sudden going to be blockbuster video. So It's how do you stay fresh? What kinds of things are happening? And there's some exciting things happening in our business from the standpoint of just turf care and AI and services. But, at the end of the day, it's always going to boil down to people. And that's what it does for us. As I said to you guys earlier, that's our secrets. That's an important part of our secret sauce, is just having great people in charge of finding wonderful people and our seasonal staff. Really quickly, which is not easy for me, Murray, you're right. Feedback that we got from the RCMP, the Army, and the Air Force about our people it's just so great to hear. It's just consistent across the board. Like, even during something like the G7, where you wouldn't think there'd be much of an opportunity to interact, they do, and that's just what they seek out, and that's what they crave and thrive on, and in all of our departments. So, that would be my really long-winded answer to your question.
It's not easy getting a tee time at Kananaskis. Do you have any advice for golfers hoping to secure a round there? And are there any insider tips for making the most of a visit?
I do. My wife is in charge of the reservation office, so she's going to kill me for saying this, but there definitely is. So we open up our tee sheets the end of March, and so I think people believe that once a tee time's booked, it's done. It's set in stone, and nothing's going to change. And as our sales office team will attribute to, like, each tee time probably goes through 2 or 3 or 4 owners. There's a lot of turnover because you do book in advance. However, people will, plans change. There's a 50th anniversary you got to go to, or you forgot about a wedding you had, or life just gets in the way. So I'd say the biggest thing is to just keep on top of, if you've got days that you're interested in coming out to play, keep an eye on the tee sheets, especially a week to 10 days before you're looking to play. We send a reminder out, our system sends a reminder out a week in advance. And typically that people will be like, oh, I forgot that I had a tee time booked. So they'll either cancel or they'll stick to it. If there's even, and Murray, this as well, just even an inkling of maybe poor weather. Mm-hmm. And as you guys talked about at the very beginning, it's a shocker that they don't always get the forecast right. Probably one of the most frustrating parts of our business, hey?
Absolutely.
This torrential weekend on the 12th anniversary, by the way, this happened the 20th of June, 2013, we had our flood. And so everybody's a little bit nervous this time of year anyways in Calgary and Southern Alberta. And we didn't get anywhere near what they said we were going to get. And it's, it's beautiful and sunny out here today. And I think that that's the secret, is just, if you really want to come out to play, there's always opportunity. I can promise you that. Unless the forecast is perfect, there's lots of turnover. We also have a waiting list people can get on. Just contact the sales office and we can get them on a waiting list. We're proactively reaching out as soon as there's an opening. Our team's on it to call these people. So we're proactive to it. And if guests are proactive, they'll get out to play.
We got to let you go, Bob, but one last quick one for you. Our question of the week on the show is, what's your favorite golf club in your bag and why?
I would say my favorite golf club is my pitching wedge, because it's one of the few ones that goes straight.
All right. Great answer, Bob. As always, we greatly appreciate your time. I've told you this a million times. I'm going to tell you it again. Kananaskis is my favorite place to play in Alberta. Can't wait to get there again in the future, and have yourself a great Sunday.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks so much for having us on. Really appreciate it, and always a pleasure to talk to you both. Have a great golf season.
That was Bob Paley from the Kananaskis Country Golf Course. On the other side of the break, we will chat with Kevin Smith from the Alberta Golf Association. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Ardent Roof Systems is one of only 5 companies in Western Canada with a Platinum Preferred Contractor status from Owens Corning and the recent recipient of the Owens Corning Top Performer in Canada Award. If your roof has seen too many Alberta winters, it's time to give Stacy and the gang from Ardent a call. From repairs to replacement, Ardent will take care of you. Even if you have another quote, get them out to have a look. For more info, hit ardentroofsystems.com. And you can thank me later.
Why tee off at the Ranch Golf and Country Club?
A fun, unique layout offering premier conditions. The Ranch has been ranked as one of the top public courses in Canada.
Unmatched value. Score Golf Magazine rated the Ranch as the best value in Edmonton.
The service, from tournaments to special events to the pro shop. Superior service that makes every visit exceptional.
The Ranch Golf and Country Club, a laid-back environment where anyone can enjoy an amazing day on the fairways. For details, visit theranchgolf.com.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
This summer, your golf game stays hot indoors. With the $50 Golf Summer Pass from Country Club Tour, enjoy free indoor golf all summer long at the CCT Indoor Golf Center, right in downtown Edmonton. Tee off on over 90 world-class courses with 28 cutting-edge Unicourse simulators, rain or shine. Or just fine-tune your game on the virtual driving range. Offer valid till June 30th, and you can play from May 1st to September 30th. Your best golf season starts indoors. Visit countryclubtour.com to grab your pass today.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit
Did you know golfers average 162 hours a year on their feet? With the Adizero ZG from Adidas Golf, light isn't less, it's more. More Sunset 9s, more stamina with footwear designed to spend hours on your feet. With Light Strike Pro cushioning that boosts efficiency and walking propulsion, you can go out for a long round and enjoy what the course has to offer. Step into the feeling of light all round with Adizero ZG. Right now, during our Addy Buck promotion at participating retailers, when you purchase any new 2025 Adidas golf shoe like the Adizero ZG, you'll receive $50 towards any additional Adidas golf items from the Pro Shop. Adidas.ca.
Get fit with TaylorMade Golf's ultimate custom club fitting experience. The TaylorMade Performance Lab in Woodbridge unites golfers with a personalized fitting session and tailor-made equipment to optimize your game. Highly trained master fitters take an in-depth look at the golf swing utilizing industry-leading technology. Book your fitting experience now to cover all your custom needs from driver to putter. Free gift with booking. Get fit. Optimize your game at the TaylorMade Performance Lab. Visit tailormadefitting.ca.
Enjoy a round of golf on two of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt, here along with Curtis Stock. This segment brought to you by the Colonial Golf Club, known for the best putting surfaces in the Edmonton area. We offer a private club experience at public course value. Book your tee time today at colonial.ca. And a couple of quick texts to get to. This one's from Big Uke. You guys were definitely correct about there not being many flat lies at Silvertip, but holy, what a course. Beautiful all around and unbeatable views. Plus, I shot my best round ever. Well, congratulations to you, Big Uke. Glad you enjoyed it. And best round ever at Silvertip, though. Oh,
that's first opening hole.
Yeah.
That dog leg right.
You like that one?
Slopes from left to right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tough to get past that one.
Yeah. But best score ever on Silvertip. That's good for him, but that's not a course many people can say that, I don't think. Yeah, for sure. One other quick text. Good morning, gentlemen. Well, no takers on JJ Spawn last week, so you both remain tied into the Travelers. Can Fleetwood finally win his first PGA tournament today? And we talked about this a little off air, Stalker. We're not giving up 3 strokes, so I think we're both on board with Fleetwood, aren't we? I am.
I guess I wanted to pick somebody else. You know that Fleetwood's never won a PGA event?
I know. So the pressure might get to him, and it might be a little closer than we think, but 3 shots is a lot to overcome.
Yeah, 2 eagles.
Yeah, and the numbers are pretty low. I'm still going to stick with them. Are you sticking with them?
I'm going to stick with them.
All right. There we go, Fleetwood. So we're still going to be tied next week. Good morning, Kevin Smith. How are you? Fine, sir.
It's great to see you guys. You can hear me okay. I'm just woke up here in Calgary and
just woke up.
Your rain yesterday, but we've got a media day today for the Mickelson Invitational. So I think we're going to get some nice golf in. But it's exciting that it's tournament season. I've already covered a couple tournaments and love to chat about them for sure.
Well, this is the first of 3 weeks in a row we have you on the show to keep us posted on what all is going on with the Alberta Golf Association and all your championships. So as you mentioned, they are underway. Your first look this week was at the Lacombe Golf and Country Club for the Mid-Master Championship. What did you think of the course? And an old guy that I played a lot of junior golf with won the tournament this week.
I'd never seen Lacombe Golf and Country Club. This is my 7th year with Alberta Golf. I'm starting to see every course in the province, and this was one that really surprised me. I mean, I loved the track. Some had told me it was, it's tight, tree lined, whatever. It's so unique. The par 3s, what a collection of par 3s. The 3rd hole, it's tiny, tilts left to right. It's terrifying if you're above it. And then this is pretty unique. The back-to-back par 3s on the front and back-to-back par 3s on the back. That's something I hadn't seen before. Really good par 3s. I think the 6th hole, you're downhill over water, but if you hit the green, it's tilted to the back and it goes off the back. You got to be so precise. And the other 3 par 3s were all playing 190 to 220. So I took away that the par 3s are one of the best collection of par 3s in the province. The front 9's a bit shorter with tiny greens. The back 9 really expands out with big greens, and it's a lot of fun. As for the tournament, you're right, Murray. I think everyone knows Lacombe and the McKinley family are synonymous with one another, with the grandfather and Tom McKinley Jr. and all the brothers. And of course, Brady, the nephew of Tom McKinley Jr., became the best of all of them. He's a professional golfer, 24 years old, and trying to get status on PGA Tour Americas. Former winner of the Men's Am at Alberta
the ranch.
At the ranch, there you go. Yeah. That was a great win by Brady McKinley. Their whole family was following that final round with Tom McKinley Jr. His dad lives on the 14th hole, and they were in a battle with Bryce Terry from Mickelson National and Christopher Thayer, who's actually an American from Denver who won last year. So this is the mid-master for age 40 and over. And McKinley Jr. was just so impressive. Just birdies throughout the front 9 to pull away. I think at one point he had a 6-shot lead. Yeah, he made a double bogey on the 15th hole par 3, but ended up winning by 4, shot a 68. Said it was one of the biggest wins of his life to win the Mid-Master on his home course in his hometown with his family watching. So that was our first full event, the Alberta Golf Mid-Master from Lacombe. And for Weston Gillette and the head professional and their staff, they're celebrating 100 years of the Lacombe Golf and Country Club. So I went ahead of time, got some nice drone footage of the course, and we really had a nice prize presentation and really gave them a congratulations for 100 years. So there you go. I saw another golf course I never set foot on, and we just have so many amazing courses in central Alberta, and Lacombe Golf and Country Club's another one for sure.
Yeah, Lacombe often gets overlooked. It's an overused phrase to say a hidden gem, but that's what Lacombe is.
Well, people talk about Innisfail and Sundry, and for good reason, but Lacombe's right in there too now that I've seen that. Olds as well. Central Alberta has really got some good stuff going on. Wolf Creek as well. We'll be there later this year for the senior men's on the old course.
You also covered the Glencoe Invitational last week. Big event with 4 divisions, male and female, and the first pro win for Hunter Thompson from Alberta. Tell us about that event.
Yeah, I mean, good on the Glencoe for putting on just a club. This isn't part of a tour, just a club putting on an event where people come from all across the country. Huge purse, $15,000 to the professional men's winner, $15,000 to the professional women's winner. They have amateur men and women as well. Probably the most intriguing division was the professional men, because Brendan McDougall, who's an Alberta Golf alumni, came to the final hole with a 1-shot lead, and this is his home course. And he put his tee shot into the penalty area on the right. If anyone's played the Forest course, that 18th hole is one incredible finishing hole. He made a double and finished third. Chris Crisologo and Hunter Thompson went to a playoff, and Hunter got the job done. So really happy for Hunter. He's from Calgary, just turned pro 2 weeks ago. He played in the RBC Canadian Open in Ontario and was in the cut line with 3 holes to go. And he went bogey, bogey, double bogey to miss the cut. So I know that stung, and I know he was disappointed. To bounce back the next week and win a professional event, his first ever, $15,000 check. I think it's an amazing start for him in his professional ranks. Brandon Marqueux, who we all know for decades in Alberta golf, he won the amateur division in his home course, so that was a great win for him. He said he's played in that event since 2004, so he's played there for 21 years and finally got a victory. 16-year-old, I think Shauna Liu shot a 65. I think she's from Ontario, but she was impressive to win the women's amateur, and Ellie Forster from Ontario won $15,000 for the women's professional. So it's cool to have 4 divisions all at once, a lot going on, but that was a great event. Nice to have a big purse, and the Glencoe really supports golf at all levels. And it was great. It was a great, that was just before I left for Lacombe. So 2 great events in the last week for sure.
Coming up this week, the Alberta Men's Amateur Championship at Paradise Canyon in Lethbridge. Who are the notable players?
Yeah, and I haven't seen Lethbridge, Paradise Canyon. I've seen the Lethbridge Country Club, Henderson Lake. I haven't been on the property really at Paradise Canyon, so pumped for that. Heading there Tuesday morning.
Great course.
Yeah, we've got a lot of former champions that are playing in it. Jesse Galvin, Michael Valk, Braden O'Grady up from your neck of the woods. Ryan Gillis won the U19s last year, shooting a 64. He's in the field. I didn't see Barrett Jarash's name. So from Windermere, he was runner-up last year to Brett Jones. Brett Jones is in the field along with Ryan Weary. So a lot of the names that you would normally expect to see in the men's am are going to be down there, going to be competing. It'll be great to see them and catch up with them. But yeah, Paradise Canyon, just maybe Curtis, tell me a little bit about the course because I haven't seen it.
Well, it depends which way the wind is blowing. There's a par 3 there that I remember. We played there 2 days, and the first day hit a mid-iron. The second day we talked about hitting drivers with the wind India.
Yeah, downhill, and it's a great hole. Great hole. You'll enjoy it for sure. I've only played there once, and it's definitely a memorable course.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can't wait. And it's a nice start to our season with Lacombe, Lethbridge, and Leduc. We'll be in Leduc early July for the women's am at the Leduc Country Club, another place I haven't seen. I guess the city of Leduc owns that one now. So
it does, yeah.
Really nice start to the year. Obviously, I'll be back on next Sunday to talk about Paradise Canyon, and we'll set up Leduc. But lots going on.
Yeah, joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Kevin Smith from the Alberta Golf Association. Now, you mentioned his media day for the Mickelson National. We'll talk more about that in a few weeks when it actually happens. But what's on tap there today, and how is Mickelson playing? I know that's your home course. So
yeah, Mickelson's playing fantastic. Actually, I played late Friday afternoon with the head professional Bruce Rogerson. I put something on social media, but I hit it to 3 feet on 17, the par 3.
Oh, good.
This was about a minute after Bruce had aced the hole. So,
no, man.
Really? So I got a little video. Wouldn't that have been a moment? So he hits the hole in one. Just the two of us playing. We're jumping up and down and screaming and hugging. And then I hit a shot, and we think that's going in too. Like if we had back-to-back hole-in-ones, oh my goodness! But
no one would have believed you.
No.
his third hole-in-one. I was so happy for him. Course is playing fantastic. We have a media day today at Mickelson. Some of the players will be coming in, some of the professionals, and we've got some of the Calgary media coming in to play the course and interview the players. Much like the Glencoe Invitational, I mean, give Mickelson credit for creating an event that has a $150,000 purse and $50,000 to the winner.
Wow.
I mean, that's right up there with PGA Tour Americas. I don't know what you would win if you won the ATP Classic at Northern Bear, maybe 40,000.
Exactly.
Like it's people are coming from across the country to play in this. It's in early July, I think July 3, 4, 5. They bring influencers in as well, and they have like a bracket for, golf influencers and fun. They make it like a live event. So if you're in the Calgary area and you just want to come and experience amazing golf and a party atmosphere, I don't think that, there's ticket prices. So that's July 3, 4, 5 at Mickelson National.
One last one for you. What's your favorite golf club in your bag and why? That's our question of the week on the show.
I haven't really thought about this. It's got to be the driver.
Got to be. Right.
Just because at Mickelson, I can hit driver on 13 of the 14 tee shots, and I usually find the fairway. And it's probably my favorite club in the bag, most reliable club in the bag anyway. The irons can get a bit squirrely. Pretty good around the greens, but I do love hitting the driver. So
you like hitting the driver on the short par 4 there?
Oh my goodness! Well, there's two of them, Curtis. The 7th hole where you can try and drive the green, and then the 16th. I mean, that one, if you really lock in and you hit a straight tee shot, it's pretty thrilling to have it get on the green and go down, and you're hoping for albatross. And so for sure, that is a fun thing, being able to hit driver all day.
Awesome. Well, we'll catch up with you again next week, a little later in the show next week, as the way that the next week's show is lining up. But have yourself a good week, and look forward to having you on again next week.
Oh, so good to talk to you guys. Murray, Curtis, keep up the great work. We'll talk next week.
All right. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks.
Now, Stalker, we're going to put you on the spot real quick, because normally the Century Mile Minute comes in the beginning of the next segment, but we have an in-studio guest. So right now, we are going to have our Century Mile Minute catch live thoroughbred and quarter horse racing action every Friday and Saturday, plus enjoy exciting slots, electronic table games, vibrant dining, and more. Century Mile is the entertainment destination located next to the Edmonton International Airport. For more information, visit centurymile.com. And what do you got this week for us, Stalker?
Well, they had to cancel yesterday's card and Friday's card at Century Mile because of the rain and the deep mud. Friday's card will now be run on Tuesday, which gives us a rare opportunity to have a horse to watch that'll run in a couple of days instead of having to wait weeks for that horse to run. And Keystone, a horse I own part of with some friends, is running Tuesday night.
Nice.
10:45 p.m.
Oh, my gosh. I'll be in bed for 3 hours before that.
Yeah, not a misprint. He won last time very impressively at 7-1, but he'll have to beat a horse called Frosted Bird, who I think is going to be really tough, but that could be a good exactor. And another horse I like is Bon Prix. Throughout Bon Prix's last start, he was 4 wide, dueling for the lead, and naturally he got tired. He's got 11 wins from 33 starts. He's got to beat Wedge Pond, and that's another good exactor. So those are the two plays, two exactors.
All righty. Well, thanks for that, Stalker. On the other side of the break, we're going to have Derek Baker in studio with us from the Northern Alberta Extreme Golf Academy. Stay with us. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
It's back. The 6th Annual Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Classic at the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Tee off for a great cause with hole-in-one contests, food and drink stations, dunk tanks, and even a chance to win a golf trip for 2 to Pebble Beach. Be a part of an incredible day on one of Edmonton's most picturesque courses, all in support of the Stollery Child Life Program. Golf, give back, make a difference. The 6th Annual Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Classic. Sign up, sponsor, or learn more today at ardentroofsystems.com.
I came in 2 under par.
I ended up in the pond again.
Whether you're an old pro or just out for fun, Devon Golf is the course to hit, no matter how skilled you are. Just 30 minutes from Edmonton, Devon Golf boasts scenic valley views and incredible conditions. Golf 18 tree-lined holes along the North Saskatchewan River, or if you're just here for the post-game celebration, check out the Greens restaurant for a bite on their patio. Devon Golf, truly a hidden gem. To book your tee time, visit devongolf.ca.
Trestle Creek Golf Resort. just 45 minutes west of Edmonton, is one of the best RV resorts in Alberta. With a championship golf course, water park, sports park, and spectacular views, you won't have to leave. Spend your time relaxing and getting back to the great outdoors. Phase 5 lots are selling now with prices starting at $89,000. You can live year-round or just spend the summer. Either way, Trestle Creek has you covered with plenty of year-round activities. Book your tour or tee time at trestlecreek.ca. Acme Scrap Iron and Metals offers fast, friendly, and reliable service. They will supply containers of different sizes to remove all types of metals and for the removal of demolition waste. Plus, they buy steel, cast iron, copper, aluminum, brass, and more. With 50 years of business, Acme Scrap Iron and Metals has created a strong commitment to the proper handling of materials and adhere to environmental standards. Visit acmescrapmetal.com for hours of operation and call 780-447-1623 to arrange for a container.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Let your perfect day of golf start at the 27-hole Legends Golf and Country Club. With picturesque views of the River Valley and only 4 minutes off the Orem Road exit from the Henday, the Legends also features a large grass driving tee range and the world's largest golf car museum. Visit the legendsgolf.ca website to plan your next round with drone flights over all 3 nines. To book your tee time at Edmonton's finest full facility 27-hole golf course, call 780-449-4911 or visit us online.
Ready to level up your golf game? Come swing by the Ranch Golf and Country Club, where serious golf meets serious fun. With a championship-style course, pristine conditions, and above all, a fun laid-back atmosphere, the Ranch is where every round feels like a getaway. Get top-notch service at unmatched value every time you play at the Ranch. Think you have what it takes to go low? Bring your A game and find out why the Ranch is the best value in golf. 25, 50, 100, and 200 round packs on sale. TheRanchGolf.com.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. The hosts of the VIP Golf Show are also published authors. That's right, your golf show hosts Curtis Stock and Murray McCourt both have incredible books out right now. Search on Amazon for The Turcottes, the remarkable story of a horse racing dynasty by Curtis Stock, and Outside the Tee Box, my personal journey and secrets to success in the golf business by Murray McCourt. Order your copies today. Available on Amazon. Now you know.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Wake up with the Nielsen Show with Dustin Nielsen and Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9 on EdmontonSportsTalk.com.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name's Murray McCourt, here along with Curtis Stock. This segment brought to you by the PGA of Alberta. Looking to shed strokes this summer? The PGA of Canada professionals in Alberta know their stuff. From equipment and technology to technique, they're your most trusted resource for getting more out of the game you love. Visit pgaofalberta.com and get to know your local pro today. And a quick nasty chat. Nathan has chimed in, says, my favorite club by far is my 4 Hybrid. It's actually from my first set of clubs, has a real whippy shaft, but it seems to be the club I can hit most consistently. I just love it, the feel of it when I use it. And I've always said that hybrids are legalized cheating, so they're typically that easy to hit. But we're welcoming Derek Baker to the show. Derek is the director of golf, head golf coach at the Northern Alberta Extreme Golf Academy. How you doing this morning, Derek?
I'm well. How are you guys?
Yeah, great. Thanks for coming in. Love having you on the show. Won Junior of the Leader of the Year in Alberta. You won Canada as well, didn't you? Or
no,
not Canada. Well, you should have. You should have, but maybe even 2 times in Alberta then.
I also won Teacher of the Year.
Teacher of the Year. That's what I'm saying. Teacher of the Year in Alberta, Junior Leader of the Year. So you know your stuff. So we had you in the studio last year when you shared that you were starting in this new role, Director of Golf and Head Golf Coach at the NAX Academy. How did the first year go?
It was awesome. We had a group of 8 super committed golfers. We just trained basically every day. We were able to do 4 different trips as a team as well. So 2 of those were within Canada, 1 in the fall and 1 in the spring. We got to go out, and we've got kind of a built-in rival with the Edge School out of Calgary. So we go out and we do like a little Ryder Cup thing with them. And then we also did a trip to Orlando in the fall, and then we did a trip to Henderson, Nevada in the spring. So so we got a lot of golf in, and we got to go down there and compete against some of the American competition and get the kids comfy with that. Yeah, now we're full bore into tournament season, and it's a busy time for everyone.
What exactly is Northern Alberta Extreme Golf Academy? It sounds intimidating.
It's only intimidating for our competitors, but it's essentially a very intensive in-school golf academy. So we spend every day, we spend the morning part of the day training. So we start our practices at 7:45 in the morning. There are workouts included in that as well. And then we train until we get the kids back to school for about noon. So we have a busing system that kind of takes them from our practice out to the school, which is out in Devon. And then they do their school for the rest of the day.
And then come back?
The way their school works, they've got a kind of an extra block at the end of the day. So their school day is done a little bit later than usual, but then their evenings are theirs, which most of our kids end up spending playing golf anyway. So
you also run a number of junior tournaments each summer. Share the details on these tournaments and what your goal is with organizing these events.
Yeah, so we're running, it's called the West End Nissan NAX Edmonton Mini Tour, and it's for golfers ages 7 to 12. So we're just trying to get like this entry level sort of experience for kids to go out and compete. So there are some other junior tours that are maybe a little bit more intense for that age group. And ours is all about just kind of letting everyone dip their toes into that experience and have some fun competing. So they're little 9-hole events. There's maximum strokes on every hole, and the parents caddy for them. So kind of a cool little family event.
Family event, yeah.
Yeah, Luke played in one of those last year, Stalker, at Rundle Park. I was the caddy.
Yeah.
And he did pretty good. It was a lot of fun. Well, he probably should have, but he didn't.
What sets top junior golfers apart?
I think the biggest thing is the hard work, skill. Those are all components for sure. But given those things being equal, I think the biggest thing is just their attitude and their emotional kind of stability. So just the way a real tournament player acts on the golf course, and the way they act after their rounds, and they just go about things in a very mature manner, which I think a lot of the players that maybe aren't as successful, they just kind of finish their round and they go slam their trunk and kind of pout and walk away. But that's a thing that we really try to ingrain in our players is, no, you sit down after the round, you talk about it, you figure out what you can work on. And if there's something that you can work on immediately, let's go do it.
Do it now, yeah.
Yeah.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Derek Baker, Director of Golf, Head Golf Coach at the Northern Alberta Extreme Golf Academy. Now, just to comment on that, when you're talking about junior golfers, how about, when you play well, you should do that with class. And when you play poorly, you should still do that with class. Like, how about the Florida Panthers and their after parties, classless pieces of for how they were behaving? Not something you teach those golfers, hey?
No, and I'm constantly, even just watching golf, like PGA Tour players, I'm always picking out these examples of guys who are being like just classy, guys who are not.
Right.
And there's a lot of stuff on social media these days that can almost encourage that poor behavior. So it's good to be kind of that filter for the kids.
Well, when you talk about competitive junior golfers and their time, so many kids are into so many different activities and not just golf, but talk about time management and how you feel they should kind of integrate everything into their time but still keep golf up to where it needs to be.
Yeah, I'm big on scheduling and kind of setting out almost a to-do list for the week for all of our players. So like on every Monday, we sit down and we talk, hey, what's your plan for the week? Help them go through it and figure out exactly what we're trying to accomplish that week. And then my personal theory is that everyone needs a little bit of, they kind of need three different things within their practice. They need some technique work, some more kind of like interleaved practice where they're changing targets, changing clubs, and then they need some competitive practice. And as a program and as a coach, my goal is to always give them what they're not getting on their own. So some players are like really into their swing and video. So those kids, I try to not do any of that one. And vice versa. For some, they hate kind of focusing on the technique stuff. So I have to be the bad guy in that case and make them do that work.
What are the various competitive pathways that junior golfers can follow?
There's a lot. And I think a big mistake that I see a lot of families make is just FOMO in general, where there are a lot of things that they can try to qualify for. And Henry Brunton describes it as chasing gold marbles, like just looking for these events where you're like, oh, if I play my absolute best, I could maybe get to this next thing. But the way I look at it is that you have to kind of be good at the current level, and then you can, maybe you can take shots at the next level. But with our mini tour, for example, that's a really good first step.
Yeah.
And then kids can go into maybe a CJGA or an MJT mini. And then at the local level, playing in some EGA events, playing in some McLennan Ross events, and then maybe go to some MJTs and some CJGAs and provincial stuff. And then worry about going down to the States to play in an AJGA. Something like that.
Parental support?
I think parental support is massive. And as a coach, I love us being a team. And I encourage, even when I'm teaching private lessons, I encourage parents to hang out if they want to. I'm not the coach I don't want to have that combative relationship with them. And I like trying to educate the parents, because sometimes they just care a lot. And sometimes they do things that they don't realize make their junior think that, if they mess up, they think they're going to get a slap on the wrist from the parents. Sometimes, just body language stuff, like you roll your eyes after they hit a bad shot, or they walk away quickly. And I'll see it all the time at tournaments. I see a kid miss a putt and then they look up at their parents and I go, okay, that's we want to just make sure that at the very least, we're emphasizing that I don't really care what you shoot. I care that you try hard and that you go out there and behave like a gentleman or a gentle lady. And
you've touched upon it, but share some more information on the NAX Academy, including what their education and golf programming looks like.
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing about the program is that we're focused on coaching and developing players to help them reach their goals, whatever they may be. Within the program, we have, like I said, our busing. We have all the tournament support. We have our fitness training, and NAX is a really, really strong name in the hockey world. Tons of players being drafted to the Dub every year, and we're excited to be, starting to get our foothold in the golf world. And we've already seen, some wonderful players have joined for next season, and we're excited to keep growing this.
Okay, so we talked about this a little bit off air. My son is 7. He's playing in he played one event last year in the tournaments you were talking about earlier. He's going to play in a couple more this year. But when you were on the show last year, he has announced to Jess and I that he's going to junior high and high school in the X Golf Academy. He wears that logo, the hat that he got in the tournament. He wears it all the time, and he wants to. So he's 7. So when does this start? Like for the schooling, when exactly does it start? what type of path would somebody like Luke or other kids that are maybe a little too young for getting into X Golf now, what should they be doing to work towards getting into the X Golf Academy?
Yeah, the biggest thing when we're looking for players, it's not purely based on skill, and it's not only based on tournament results. Those things help, but what we're looking is for players who kind of fit into our culture. Our culture is we show up, we clock in, we do our work, we don't complain, and we try to be good, respectable members of the community. So our program, we start in grade 8. So a lot of kids at that age, if they've decided, the big thing is we want them to continue to play other sports, especially at that young of an age. So it's good that they're done school, don't have any golf stuff to do afterwards. They can go and participate in other sports. So it keeps the intensity level kind of, I think, where it needs to be for those younger ages. And like I said, the big thing is you have to be a golfer, obviously, and you have to be okay with hitting balls for like 2 or 3 hours a day sometimes. And I think you have to know that you enjoy competing as well, because that is kind of what we want to do. So I would recommend that players, first off, dip their toes into some competition. And that's what we're trying to do with the mini tour, right? And then figure out if they really like this and they really want to commit. And if they do, we'll do everything we can to help them.
If people want to get more information on NAX, how can they find it?
They can just go to our website. So it's naxgolf.com. And we have some camps on there as well. We have a hockey golf camp going on this summer.
Makes sense.
You can see all of the mini tour information as well. If our first event's on Sunday, July 6th out at Victoria. We have 8 of them this season.
All right. And I know my wife Jess is listening. And Jess, I asked him the question about, we're worried about how much we'd have to drive Luke to get there. He said the bus will pick him up. Don't worry about it. Bus will pick him up and drop him off. So yeah, that eliminated our big concern as parents about it. So that's awesome. Our question of the week on the show is, what is your favorite golf club in your bag and why?
Oh, the putter for sure.
Oh, really?
We're jealous.
Yeah.
Stalker and I are jealous right now.
So I have like an old Odyssey 2-ball DFX. I turned 40 this year. I got that thing when I was 16. I got it for Christmas.
Wow.
And once I started getting staff packages and whatnot, I would get a different putter. So I actually sold it. And a few years ago at Windermere, I was in a group class. This young kid had the 2-ball, like my old putter. I said,
how much?
I said, hey, what's going on with that? And he's like, I hate it. I can't stand it. And I had like a brand new Spider putter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, bud, give this a shot. And he's like, I love it. I'm like, I'll trade you right now. So I've got it back in my bag.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate you coming in. It's awesome.
Yeah,
We
my
get
pleasure.
guests to come right into the studio. On the other side of the break, we're going to go around YEG. We're going to have Art New, the head professional at the Trestle Creek Golf Resort, on with us. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Grab your clubs and tee up for the ultimate summer of golf with Country Club Tour. Get access to 7 premier 18-hole courses plus indoor facilities. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour has a course for every level of golfer. Get the most out of this golf season at great courses like Goose Hummock, Redtail Landing, Sandpiper, River Ridge, Raven Crest, Whitetail Crossing, or Montgomery Glen. Make the most out of this golf season at countryclubtour.com.
Every golfer's swing is different. TaylorMade Master Fitters customize clubs based on size, speed, and ability. From tour pro to the casual golfer, everyone can benefit from clubs that are custom fit for their game. Featuring the most extensive range of custom club components from driver through to putter, TaylorMade Performance Centers offer one-on-one tour-level fittings and TrackMan launch monitor technology. Visit the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch Golf and Country Club to take your golf game to the next level and dial in your equipment. For more details and to book your fitting, visit TaylorMadeFitting.ca.
Enjoy a round of golf on 2 of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more. Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
Grab your clubs and tee up for your best golf season yet. Hone your skills and improve your game at the Country Club Golf Tour Academy. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour offers the best lesson programs for every level of golfer. Take your skill set to a higher level and train with their simulators, launch monitors, and PGA of Canada's teaching professionals. You can train all year long at their 7 golf courses and indoor golf center. Sign up for lessons with the CCT Golf Academy today and countryclubtour.com.
Ardent Roof Systems is one of only 5 companies in Western Canada with a Platinum Preferred Contractor status from Owens Corning and the recent recipient of the Owens Corning Top Performer in Canada Award. If your roof has seen too many Alberta winters, it's time to give Stacy and the gang from Ardent a call. From repairs to replacement, Ardent will take care of you. Even if you have another quote, get them out to have a look. For more info, hit ardentroofsystems.com. And you can thank me later.
Join us for the return of the Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament on Thursday, June 26 at Millwoods Golf Course. Enjoy a day of golf while supporting a great cause. Start your day with a delicious breakfast, followed by a round of golf at the scenic Millwoods Golf Course. Then unwind with drinks and indulge in a gourmet dinner, all culminating in a lively auction. Come out and celebrate Tom Goodchild's legacy while supporting the Tom Goodchild Memorial Bursary, which assists NAIT culinary students in financial need. The Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament on Thursday, June 26 at Millwoods Golf Course. Don't miss out on the fun. Sign up now at sawmill.ca/golf. That's sawmill.ca/golf.
Every golfer's swing is different. TaylorMade Master Fitters customize clubs based on size, speed, and ability. From tour pro to the casual golfer, everyone can benefit from clubs that are custom fit for their game. Featuring the most extensive range of custom club components from driver through to putter, TaylorMade Performance Centers offer one-on-one tour-level fittings and TrackMan launch monitor technology. Visit the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch Golf and Country Club to take your golf game to the next level and dial in your equipment. For more details and to book your fitting, visit tailormadefitting.ca.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at VIPgolf.ca.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt here along with Curtis Stock. This segment is brought to you by the Twin Willows Golf Club, part of Edmonton's golf community since 1965. Visit us at twinwillowsgolf.com. And Tommy Gazzola has chimed on in and said that his favorite golf club is his 54-degree sandwich. He didn't say why, but I'm guessing he throws a bunch of darts with it. But Stalker, just before we get to Art, I want to say, could you imagine back when we were young, if there was a program like that at FX Golf Academy?
It'd be unbelievable, wouldn't
like, it is awesome. Like the opportunities that kids have now for programs like that is just astronomical. And it's no wonder that we're seeing, when you read about all the local junior events that happen in and around the province, and the scorers we're seeing, and we have such quality instruction with guys like Derek Baker, Cam Martins, and all the other great teachers that are around. And then programs like that. I mean, it's no wonder. He was telling us one of his students, you talked about him last week, one on the MJT tour and whatnot, and he's in his program. So it works. I mean, it turns out good golfers, and those guys end up getting scholarships to the States, and who knows from there.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we got nothing when we were growing up. I mean, you went out there, Joe Ferguson at Shaganappy in Calgary would let you on and give you a few tips, and you'd be on your way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, growing up in a small town, Stettler, my learning was I got to go to the golf course and go around and around and around and around because there was no one else there. So that's pretty cool. But to have that teaching aspect and everything, I mean, that's just so cool. But we're gonna go around YEG right now and check in with the Trestle Creek Golf Resort and head golf professional Art New. Good morning, Art. How are you?
Good morning, gentlemen. I'm well. How are you guys?
Yeah. Good, Arthur. Hard to complain. Now, we were just talking. We had Derek Baker here. He said he was out at this event, but you hosted Golf Canada Next Gen Western Canadian Junior, which saw 150 of the region's top young players compete. What was it like to welcome such a high caliber field that saw 8 boys and 8 girls qualify for the Canadian Junior Championship, Art?
You know, it was we were so proud to host that event and so fortunate. And I'll tell you, it really opened my eyes, to see all these young people and just a wonderful group of kids, number one. But like you said, guys, from when we were that age to now, it's a completely different thing. I mean, they all had their coaches. I talked to Derek and Sam, and these kids are into it, and it's about fitness and training and practice. And I was running range balls all day, and I'll tell you what, I got a pretty good workout. Those kids hit a lot of balls, and it was but fun to watch, and just an awesome bunch of kids. They were so polite and just so happy to be there, and it was fantastic. And boy, can they play. There was one 13-year-old that shot 65 one day, which
incredible.
Is spectacular on our course, as you know.
Yeah.
And some of the girls, I think low round was 70 for the girls, which was awesome. And it ended up being even par that won the tournament for the 3 rounds. But it was a really tough day on Sunday. The wind came up, and the leaders were at 7 under, if I'm correct, and they ended up even, and there was a 3-way playoff. So it was pretty exciting, and just a great event. I can't say enough. And Golf Canada did a great job. They ran a first-class event as well, so it was a lot of fun.
Any more details on that 13-year-old? How did he?
He plays at Earl Grey, and I can't remember his name.
Zach, we've lost Zach. Where are you? We've lost Artie. He's not around, but Stalker, 65 out of a 13-year-old. Like, what in the heck is that? That is not something that is very common to hear or see. I know. I've shot 65. I've shot 365s and 164 in my life, and I'm a pro.
Yeah.
And I didn't do it when I was 13. I wasn't even playing golf when I was 13.
No.
And
I was playing when I was 13.
What, you were?
Yeah.
How old were you when you started then?
I was in grade 7.
Well, that's right around 13. Is it 12, 13?
Yeah, St. Michael's. We'd go from St. Michael's to Shaganappy in Calgary, and after school, and then come back.
Oh, awesome. We got Artie back.
Computer crashed. I'm on my phone now.
All right,
apologize for that. Anyway, to answer your question, Curtis, he plays out of Earl Grey, I believe, and I apologize that I don't have his name handy, but
that's okay.
He had that one great round, and that was with a bogey on our 17th hole, which for those guys was a really reachable par 5.
Oh,
so
it was a fantastic shot away. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, they were, like I said, a great group of kids and talented. So, I mean, the future for Canadian golf looks great. And there were even kids, like it's the Western Canadian Next Gen Championship for the juniors, but there were quite a few kids from Toronto as well. So it was good. There was a young lady from Texas that came up, and she finished second in the event. But the girl that won was a young lady from Vancouver. She attends an academy there, and she had to leave before the ceremonies and everything because she was catching a flight to go play in a junior event in Louisiana. So it's a totally different world from when we were juniors, that's for sure.
No kidding.
That 65 was spectacular, but so is your course. Conditions are great.
Wonderful. Kevin Douglas, our superintendent, and his crew do an amazing job. And the golf course is the best that I've seen it in the 3 years I've been here. And it just makes it that much more fun to play. As you know, anytime you go anywhere and the course is in great shape, it just makes it that much better. And, I haven't played much. I don't play much, but I have played a couple rounds at a couple facilities, and looks like everybody's in wonderful condition, and that's what you hope for. You want everyone to. We have such a short season. Murray, I played at your place, and it was spectacular. Derek, year after year, does an awesome job, and the ranch was fantastic.
What's Kevin been doing behind the scenes to keep the course at such a high level?
He cares so much about it, like all superintendents. They all are passionate about what they do, and he just he's trying to improve different techniques, and he just tries to stay up on top of the latest fertilizers and so on to go with the environment and to help the grass, and it's just really paying off.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Art New, head professional at the Trestle Creek Golf Resort. Art, you guys are working towards becoming a 27-hole golf course. Can you share where things stand with the construction and how many holes are playable now and what's remaining to be done to make you guys a 27-hole course?
Yeah, so it's obviously a little bit of a process. It doesn't happen overnight. We have 3 holes that are completed now and in play, and I offer those as an extra 3-hole loop for a minimal charge if you want to play 21 holes when you're out here. Or if you're just driving by and you have time for 3 holes, you can jump out there, and they're magnificent. The new 9 is going to be as good or even better than what we have.
Really?
And last year they shaped 2 more holes, a par 4 and a par 5 with both with tremendous elevation changes back up in the hills. So we have 3 holes that are in play, and we have 3 now that have been shaped. They have to do the irrigation yet, and then just finish seeding and so on. And then they'll start. I don't think we're going to have a plan to shape another one this year. We're in the process. We're almost out of lots on our facility here, so we've got permits, or we're applying for permits rather, to go on to phase 6. Which you'll see another almost 200 lots developed going back onto the new 9. So both of them have to kind of work together, and we're hoping to start moving some ground for those lots this year. And like I said, it's if you haven't been out here, you really have to come out and see it. It's not just your typical RV park. There's park model homes and people that live here year round, and the water park. And it's just, when I got here, I didn't realize how good this place is.
Right.
And it's just so cool. It's ingenious, and the ownership, the owner who thought of this, I just can't believe that he came up with this, and it's just spectacular. And then to boot, you've got a great golf course, which is the cherry on top.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get that anywhere else, not the facilities that you guys have got.
No, it's very exciting, and it's fun being a part of it right now at this stage of my career. I'll be honest with you.
You've got some great specials for seniors and ladies on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, as well as the Gretzky Trestle special in the afternoon.
So Monday through Wednesdays are ladies and senior day. It's $65, and that's a round of golf, a shared card, and a $10 food voucher. And if you can't make it, or if you're not a senior or a lady and you want a really good deal, Monday through Wednesday from 1 to 4, we call it internally the Gretzky Trestle special, but I don't think we're allowed to say that. The Trestle special, and it's $99. That's from 1 to 4 on Monday through Wednesday. $99 gets you a round of golf, a shared cart, and a dozen Pro V1s.
Wow.
So it's an awesome deal.
That's a deal.
That is a deal. The golf balls are almost worth that much, Artie. You're giving the golf away for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we want to get people out here. That was my intent. So many people still don't know about this course or haven't played it. And from the west side of Edmonton, it's 45 minutes.
Right.
I live in Windermere, and it takes me an hour door to door. And it's a really easy drive, but it's definitely worth the drive. It's a spectacular facility or golf course, and we've got a great range. And so, yeah, it's worth the trip.
On June 27th, you got your third annual 9-hole themed golf night this year with a Boogie Nights disco theme. Tell us about that one.
Well, so when I got here, as you guys know, I like having some fun.
Yeah.
So I started that Friday before July 1st long weekend, a 9-hole kind of hit and giggle, play with your spouse, your friend, whoever. And I do different formats. Like this year, it's an alternate shot, 9 holes. But I do a theme. So the first year I did a Mexican fiesta. And fellas, I've been in the golf business for 45 years. I've never seen anything like what I saw. And the people bought in, and I'm talking the local community and the lot owners here and everything. They all wore costumes and dressed up their carts, and it was spectacular. It was so much fun. And I'm talking 120 people dressed up in a Mexican theme. And it was awesome. There was tacos that were golfing and Corona like it was hilarious. And we had a lot of fun. And then I had a band come in, and we had a good time. So last year I did an Aloha theme, and the same thing happened. And that was great. And I brought a different band in. So this year we're doing a Boogie Nights disco theme. So I can't wait to see some of the costumes and fun. And we've got a great DJ lined up to bring us back to those 70s days, Curtis, when you were probably dancing the disco moves on the dance floor. So
He's still doing that, Artie.
No, I'm still not doing that.
Artie, we're running out of time, but I want to ask about this hole-in-one shootout. You did it last year. It's coming up on August 30th. What are the details on that one?
Yeah, so basically I turn every hole into a par 3, and we get a bunch of sponsors that put up different things. Last year we gave a truck away from Kosh Lincoln Mercury. One of our, it was the first annual that I did, and somebody won a truck. So it was, it couldn't have been a better script. And so we're doing that again on August 30th, like you say, the Saturday of the long weekend. And sign-up sheets will be going up here at the end of this month. And anybody can play, and it's just a lot of fun, lots of food, and a good time. And hopefully we give away some more prizes.
Awesome. Well, you said people don't know about the place, so if their listeners are listening and they want to get out and play, how can they book a tee time with you?
Well, they can go to our website, trestlecreek.ca, and go on the booking platform there, or they can golf now. We're on there as well, and then they can even call the golf shop at 780-727-4575, extension 1, and we'll gladly look after them.
Awesome. And real quick, our question of the week on the show is, what's your favorite club in your bag and why?
I would have to say putter, because it saves my life.
Wow. Good for you. Yeah. All right. Well, appreciate your time, Art. Always great to catch up with you, and we'll catch up again soon, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys. It's always awesome, and you guys do a great job. Yeah, Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you,
All
Artie.
right. That was Art New from the Trestle Creek Golf Resort. On the other side of the break, Stalker and I will talk all things local golf. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
This summer, Alberta Golf is focused on recreational and junior play. Recreational players can find their fun at upswing.ca. The McLennan Ross Alberta Junior Tour has 24 stops across the province for players learning to compete. The Youth on Course program is back, letting juniors play for $5 or less at participating facilities. Any $10 donation made to the Alberta Golf Foundation pays for an 18-hole round for a kid in Alberta. For more on everything we do, albertagolf.org.
Trestle Creek Golf Resort, just 45 minutes west of Edmonton, is one of the best RV resorts in Alberta. With a championship golf course, water park, sports park, and spectacular views, you won't want to leave. Spend your time relaxing and getting back to the great outdoors. Phase 5 lots are selling now with prices starting at $89,000. You can live year-round or just spend the summer. Either way, Trestle Creek has you covered with plenty of year-round activities. Book your tour or tee time at trestlecreek.ca.
Get all the latest news and takes on everything Oilers with Dustin Nielsen and Tom Gazzola on the Oil Stream. Live at noon, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Only on EdmontonSportsTalk.com.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 75 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf. Show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. The hosts of the VIP Golf Show are also published authors. That's right, your golf show hosts Curtis Stock and Murray McCourt both have incredible books out right now. Search on Amazon for The Turcottes, the remarkable story of a horse racing dynasty by Curtis Stock, and Outside the Tee Box, my personal journey and secrets to success in the golf business by Murray McCourt. Order your copies today, available on Amazon. Now you know.
Let your perfect day of golf start at the 27-hole Legends Golf and Country Club. With picturesque views over the River Valley and only 4 minutes off the RM Road exit off the Henday, the Legends also features a large grass-driving tee range and the world's largest golf car museum. Visit the legendsgolf.ca website to plan your next round with drone flights over all 3 nines. To book your tee time at Edmonton's finest full-facility 27-hole golf course, call 780-449-4911.
I came in 2 under par.
I ended up in the pond again.
Whether you're an old pro or just out for fun, Devon Golf is the course to hit, no matter how skilled you are. Just 30 minutes from Edmonton, Devon Golf boasts scenic valley views and incredible conditions. Golf 18 tree-lined holes along the North Saskatchewan River, or if you're just here for the post-game celebration, check out the Greens restaurant for a bite on their patio. Devon Golf, truly a hidden gem. To book your tee time, visit devongolf.ca.
Did you know golfers average 162 hours a year on their feet? With the Adizero ZG from Adidas Golf, light isn't less, it's more. More sunset nines, more stamina with footwear designed to spend hours on your feet. With Light Strike Pro cushioning that boosts efficiency and walking propulsion, you can go out for a long round and enjoy what the course has to offer. Step into the feeling of light all round with Adizero ZG. Right now, during our Addy Buck promotion at participating retailers, when you purchase any new 2025 Adidas golf shoe like the Adizero ZG, you'll receive $50 towards any additional Adidas golf items from the Pro Shop. Adidas.ca.
There's still time to book your tournament at the Ranch Golf and Country Club.
As one of Alberta's top tourney courses, the Ranch makes hosting fun and easy for any group or business. No matter how unique or unusual, they'll accommodate your vision for an event no one will soon forget.
Start planning your tournament today at their beautifully landscaped course on the outskirts of West Edmonton. On-site event coordinators are here to help, but hurry, availability is limited and booking fast.
Visit theranchgolf.com.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt here along with Curtis Stock. This segment brought to you by Corporate Connections. Are you a business leader looking to connect with other business leaders to create and accelerate business opportunities, experience the extraordinary, make smarter decisions faster, and ultimately grow your business? If so, Corporate Connections is where you want to be. Email Executive Director Pat Stride at pstride@corporateconnections.com for more information and a quick nasty chat to get to. Favorite club driver. This is from Crazy Fast Teddy. Driver, the only club you can shame your entire foursome and 3 pals on either side of you at the range into using when you're pipe one down the middle. So, yeah, driver, that's a good one, too. Dustin Nielsen, Edmonton Sports Talk CEO, says his is the 8-iron, and Scott chimed in as well and said 9-iron for him. And Stalker, how about you?
Favorite club is Billy Bud's.
That's not a club. That's a pub.
Oh, okay. I'd have to go with my 8-iron. It's the most dependable club I have. It's got a little draw to it, and it's the one I use.
All right. Well, for me, I'm actually jealous of so many people, Stalker, that said they're putter.
I know.
Because, boy, if I could putt, I'd be good, but I can't putt. So these days, you're contagious. You complain about your putting. I think I can't putt because I'm contagious from you. But I'm going to say my driver, because I hit my driver pretty good these days. I hit it straight, I hit it far, and I rarely ever get in trouble with it. And so when you hit it far and hit it straight, it makes the game a little easier.
No doubt about that.
Until I
be nice to have a short club into the green all the time.
Yeah, for sure. But then it's all good until I 3-putt from 20 feet when I should have had a good look at birdie, but whatever. All right, local event, Stalker. What was on tap this week?
Well, we talked about the Alberta Men's Midmaster with Kevin Smith. It was a Maple Leaf Junior Tour at Stony Plain, and Edmonton's Danica Horsika again.
Again, that name rings a bell every week,
every
Stalker.
week. She won the U15 girls for yet another victory, this one by 11 shots.
Gee whiz.
Rounds of 80-79 for the 13-year-old.
You better get in that FX Golf Academy and get herself a scholarship.
Well, speaking of the FX Golf Academy, one of the students there, Cade Trefanenko of Spruce Grove, he shot 69-73 to win by 8 shots. He had 9 birdies in the 2-day event. And in the 15-19 girls division, it was Spruce Grove's Shiley Kostyuk by 4 shots over Sherwood Park's Lexi Blair. Kostyuk shot 75-78. And in that tournament, there was waitlisted as 85 juniors competed.
Wow, that's awesome.
And then there was a tournament at the ranch, and the pro senior, Glenn DeRoche and JP Theberge, in a retrogression comeback over Dallas Cantera and Glenn Gerard at Cardiff. And you played in that.
I did, yeah. It was a fun day. Me and my partner was Derek Senko, our superintendent. I normally play with KK, but he couldn't get out of work. So I played with Derek, and we finished 12th and won a bunch more money. So
good.
Hard to complain with that. It was a great day. The course was it was wet because of all the rain we got, but the course was great. We had
what day was
delicious. It was on Monday. We got pounded with 1.5 inches of rain late Sunday night.
Right.
But the course was great. The food we served was outstanding. Just great to be around and see everybody hosting him at the ranch. So it was a fabulous day.
Good.
Hole in one, Stalker. Crazy story right here.
3 of them at Wolf Creek.
All in the same day.
All in the same day.
Unbelievable. Should have been playing golf at Wolf Creek that day.
No kidding. Yeah. James Corr was first, number 7 on the old course. 105-yard pitching wedge from 105, as I mentioned, and Drayson Randell, number 2 at the links course, 168 yards with an 8-iron. Also on number 2 at the length, it was Bryce Fraser, 138 yards with a 7-iron. And there was a hole-in-one at your course, the ranch. Nathan Barr, number 3, 134 yards with a pitching wedge. And at the quarry on the granite, number 9, number 3rd hole, Ty Shakowski. So we had 4 or 5 of them.
Okay.
3 at the
at the Wolf in one day. What would the odds be on that, Mr. Gambler?
Lots.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, I've heard of multiple hole-in-ones in the same foursome, but then
for sure that's
3 is
3 in one day at the same course.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, those stories about 2 in the same foursome, I mean, that happens once in a blue moon, but the odds of that are just so astronomical.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's great. Great day to play golf at the Wolf for sure. Now, golf this week. How many games did you get to play, Stalker?
3. Played Devon on Tuesday with my wife. It's a wonderful course for couples because the front tees are very playable and the back tees can propose a challenge.
Yeah, it's short overall, but
overall.
But it's good fun, hey?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a beautiful course, and good food.
Yeah.
And then on Wednesday, I played Victoria, the men's league. And Thursday went, as I was saying at the top, went out to Wetaskiwin where it was pouring everywhere else, and we never got rained on a drop.
And how'd you play? Is your game getting better, Stalker? We're almost midway through the season, if you can believe it.
Well, at Victoria, I played all right. I think it was 78 at Victoria.
Oh, good for you.
But I was in the mid-80s at the other two places. No, Devon, I was okay. I think I was about 81.
Wow. All right. Well, you're getting better.
Getting slowly.
And next Sunday, you've got the invite to play at the ranch with me and KK.
Should be fun.
Yeah, that'll
Maybe I
be
can
fun.
take some of KK's money.
Well, he's solid this year. I'm 2 down to him this year.
Is that right?
Right now.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I played twice this week after I had 8 and 11 days. So that ended on Monday. So playing the Pro Senior had a great day. Well, sorry, started last Sunday with my regular Sunday match. And Stalker, the first 12 or 13 holes, even 14 holes, I hit it so darn good and was throwing all kinds of darts. And I made nothing and had 2 3-putts from like 15 feet.
Oh, yeah, those will kill you.
And then I kind of lost a little bit at the end, but just frustrating putting. And then I played solid on Monday in the Pro Senior. Nothing spectacular, but solid. But looking forward to today. Hopefully, I had a couple of really good practice sessions late in the week this week, playing at the ranch today. And then on Tuesday, I'm playing Blackhawk in the senior match play in the PGA. Good. So I'm playing against Kevin Day, and I haven't played at Blackhawk for a couple of years. But as you know, great golf course. So I'm really looking forward to playing Blackhawk.
Oh, yeah, it's spectacular.
Yeah.
Especially those holes down on the shelf there.
Yeah, and they made those changes, a couple of those holes.
Yeah.
Like number 8, I want to say, they took all the trees behind the par 3, and you can see the river valley from there and whatnot. I've only played it once since the changes, so I'm really looking forward to getting out there again. What about you? What do you got on tap for the week?
I'm not sure yet. Too early.
It's too early?
Yeah, I haven't made it. Well, I play on Wednesday, and then my daughter's going in for surgery. Been waiting a long time for that, so that's good.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens.
All right, Stalker.
You're talking about the U.S. Open?
U.S. Open.
Yeah.
Okay, it's over now. I mean, we have the final round. It didn't go the way any of us thought it was going to go in that final round.
Who thought J.J. Spaun was going to win?
Yeah, nobody.
Especially after opening with 5 straight 5s.
Right. Like he struggled out of the gate early. I thought he played his way out of it, but wow, pretty impressive to battle back in that scenario with all that pressure on that difficult golf course for him to do what he did. And that bomb on 18 to
62
win.
62 feet.
He didn't need it to win.
No, he needed a 2-putt, but he made it for an exclamation point.
Exactly. So,
I mean, it looked like it was going to be a 5 or 6 man playoff.
That would have been crazy fun.
Yeah. And then everybody started going backwards except for JJ.
Yeah.
And in the wet conditions, the high rough. Now, what about Sam Burns? What did you think of that ruling he did not get on casual water? Did you see that?
I didn't see that.
He was trying to show an official with some practice swings how much water was spraying. It was definitely soaked. It's casual water. There's no question about it. They would not give him that ruling.
Okay, so the rule, as I understand it, with casual water is it's not when you swing; it's under your feet. So
that's what they went by. They couldn't see any water
under your feet, then it's not casual water.
Yeah, but it was sopping wet there.
Yeah,
there was a bunch of low spots there that they could have done it with.
So that's a bad, maybe a little bit of a bad break, but.
Well, it seemed to turn it around backwards anyway because he was the overnight leader, and when he got to 15, it turned sideways.
Yeah. And the Canadians fell back a lot on the final round too, which was unfortunate. But okay, so now it's over.
How about that 300-yard par 3 hole? You like that one?
That's fun.
Yeah,
I love that.
There was a guy who had never played Oakmont before, and he came up to that hole and he asked his playing partners if it was a layup hole.
Wow. So I think I talked about this a little bit last week, but I had a buddy that was down there. He's a 12-13 handicapper, and he was at the tournament, and he said he would not. I asked him, would you break 200? He's a 12 handicapper. And he said, I wouldn't finish most of the holes out here.
Yeah.
That's how difficult it was.
How many balls would you lose?
Well, if you don't have spotters like the PGA guys, every time you miss the fairway, you'd lose
the ball, yeah.
I'd like to know what it's like now, like normal daily play or daily play for their members or whatnot. That rough is probably back to normal 2 inches.
2 inches
is probably normal, but
it
okay.
was wet.
For once a year, Stalker, it's over. They got beat up. 1 under wins the tournament. I still love it. You're still not a fan?
I'm mixed on it. I mean, I like to see those guys sweat, but it was a car crash too. It was tough. I mean, I think it was just it's a little too tough.
For sure. And you saw it like Rory smashing clubs again.
Oh, my God, yeah.
And then who was that other
yeah.
guy that trashed 3 lockers after the final round?
Right.
Like, guys got to grow up. Like, that is unacceptable. You know what? I did that on the golf course a little bit when I was 17.
Yeah.
But, you know, you got to grow up and quit slamming clubs and throwing clubs. That's just not acceptable behavior.
Not in the major for sure.
Exactly. And you're on TV. You're a role model for young kids watching on TV. And now if Rory's smashing clubs and breaking tee markers, I guess it's okay for a young kid growing up.
Well, that's the message it sends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So unacceptable behavior. Smarten up, guys, on the PGA Tour. Not what we want to see you doing. But I get their frustration. It's a very difficult golf course and whatnot, but there's a different way to take it out. Than that, for sure. On the other side of the break, we are going to talk to Mike Loftus. Mike Loftus is a big fan of the show. I've known him for a lot of years. Stalker's known him for a lot of years. An industry legend in golf. Looking forward to the visit with Mike at the end of the other side of the break. Stay with us as the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
This summer, Alberta Golf is focused on recreational and junior play. Recreational players can find their fun at upswing.ca. The McLennan Ross Alberta Junior Tour has 24 stops across the province for players learning to compete. The Youth on Course program is back, letting juniors play for $5 or less at participating facilities. Any $10 donation made to the Alberta Golf Foundation pays for an 18-hole round for a kid in Alberta. For more on everything we do, albertagolf.org.
Why tee off at the Ranch Golf and Country Club?
A fun, unique layout offering premier conditions. The Ranch has been ranked as one of the top public courses in Canada.
Unmatched value. Score Golf Magazine rated the Ranch as the best value in Edmonton.
The service. From tournaments to special events to the pro shop. Superior service that makes every visit exceptional.
The Ranch Golf and Country Club. A laid-back environment where anyone can enjoy an amazing day on the fairways. For details, visit theranchgolf.com.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. The hosts of the VIP Golf Show are also published authors. That's right, your golf show hosts Curtis Stock and Murray McCourt both have incredible books out right now. Search on Amazon for The Turcots, the remarkable story of a horse racing dynasty by Curtis Stock, and Outside the Tee Box, my personal journey and secrets to success in the golf business by Murray McCourt. Order your copies today, available on Amazon. Now you know.
Acme Scrap Iron and Metals offers fast, friendly, and reliable service. They will supply containers of different sizes to remove all types of metals and for the removal of demolition waste. Plus, they buy steel, cast iron, copper, aluminum, brass, and more. With 50 years of business, Acme Scrap Iron and Metals has created a strong commitment to the proper handling of materials and adhere to environmental standards. Visit acmescrapmetal.com for hours of operation and call 780-447-1623 to arrange for a container.
Let your perfect day of golf start at the 27-hole Legends Golf and Country Club. With picturesque views of the River Valley and only 4 minutes off the Orem Road exit from the Henday, the Legends also features a large grass driving tee range and the world's largest golf car museum. Visit the legendsgolf.ca website to plan your next round with drone flights over all 3 nines. To book your tee time at Edmonton's finest full facility 27-hole golf course, call 780-449-4911 or visit us online.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
It's back. The 6th annual Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Classic at the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Tee off for a great cause with hole-in-one contests, food and drink stations, dunk tanks, and even a chance to win a golf trip for 2 to Pebble Beach. Be a part of an incredible day on one of Edmonton's most picturesque courses, all in support of the Stollery Child Life Program. Golf, give back, make a difference. The 6th annual Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Classic. Sign up, sponsor, or learn more today at ardentroofsystems.com.
Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. Some of the brightest minds in Edmonton come together to discuss and brainstorm big thoughts. Corporate Connections think tank brings our members and selected guests together to share experiences and ideas around some of the most relevant topics in business today. Topics that impact each of us, every business, most decisions, all initiatives. Will you come and join the conversation? Get questions answered, learn a few new perspectives, and be part of this energetic and inspiring event on May 28th. Corporate Connections Think Tank. Visit us at corporateconnections.com, where leaders connect.
Join us for the return of the Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament on Thursday, August 28th at Leduc Golf and Country Club. Enjoy a day of golf while supporting a great cause. Start your day with a delicious breakfast, followed by a round of golf at the scenic Leduc Golf and Country Club. Then unwind with drinks and indulge in a gourmet dinner, all culminating in a lively auction. Come out and celebrate Tom Goodchild's legacy while supporting the Tom Goodchild Memorial Bursary, which assists NAIT culinary students in financial need. The Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament promises unforgettable experiences. Sign up now at sawmill.ca/golf. That's sawmill.ca/golf.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
I could have taken some photos for OnlyFans. Reed Wilkins up-gown shots. What's Reed wearing for the eye surgery? What's going to pop out next? I think I was totally covered, except my eyeball peeking out, and maybe other parts of me. I don't know if they uncovered anything else. Cover up his face, but lift up that gown. Oh, you know what? Put it back.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show presented by Ardent Roof System here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt here along with Curtis Stock. This segment is brought to you by the Stony Plain Golf Club. Whether you're looking to get custom fit clubs or lessons to improve your swing, check out Stony Plain Golf Course at golfstonyplain.com. A couple of quick texts. Puckman has chimed in, said pitching wedge is his favorite club. Largely hit it well and can hit a variety of shots with it at various distances. Yeah, pitching wedge can be a versatile club like that for sure. I also just wanted to mention, we'd forgotten his name, but Wyndham Clark was a PGA Tour player that smashed the 3 lockers at the U.S. Open, so shame on him for that. And it is now a trivia time. Our trivia contest is brought to you by Tough Stuff Promotions. Tough Stuff works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hardworking name. Call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com for all your logo merchandise needs. The winner of the contest will get a custom fitting at the TaylorMade Performance Center and a gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar. With 5 locations around Edmonton, why not tonight? And Stalker, what is the question this week, sir?
Well, it's an intriguing question with kind of a surprise answer. But the question is, name the only player to lose 3 U.S. Opens in a playoff. Name the only player to lose 3 U.S. Opens in a playoff.
All right. If you want to get in on that contest, text 780-218-9999. And now, look at that face I see. Mike Loftus. Good morning, Mike. How are you?
Michael.
Very good. How are you guys?
Yeah, doing great. Thanks for joining us, Mike. We've been talking about this for a while. It's happening today, so excited to have you on. And, you know, Mike, you spent over 50 years in the golf business. Looking back, what first drew you into the industry, and what has kept your passion alive for so long?
Well, I graduated high school when I was 16 and sent letters away to golf schools and universities and that, and actually got an invite to go to San Jose State to play around of golf and talk to the golf coach there, Jerry Verome, and played not bad, went down there, played not bad. And when we were doing the interview afterwards and he asked me what my plans were for the next few years, I said, well, I still got a couple of years of junior golf left and we'll see what happens. And he just kind of looked at me and goes, you've got junior golf left and you're going to go to school down here? And he couldn't believe I was 16. So he told told me to take a couple of years off and get back to him. And I came back up and actually spent the winter climbing telephone poles with Bert up in the Nipissing oil fields, and decided that probably wasn't my best thing that I could do.
Yeah.
And so I spent the summer back in the back shop at the Calgary Golf and Country Club working for Bert Drysdale. My dad was the head pro, and found out that there was a guy up in Edmonton by the name of Jim Phelan who represented Dunlop Maxfly, looking for a junior rep. So I traveled up and met with Jim, and was fortunate enough he hired me. And I never did go back to school. And was fortunate enough, I actually, my first sales call was to Sandy Robertson. He was the head pro at Riverside. And I think I spent about 3 hours there listening to him, and it got the hook in me. I mean, I grew up in the golf business with my father being a golf pro and that, but it was everything that I thought it would be. And I was fortunate enough to also, from becoming an agent to getting into other parts of other sports, but golf has always been my roots.
When you say that in 1971 you came and worked for Jim Phelan, you were representing Dunlop and Maxfly, right?
Yep, plus a couple of other lines he had, Copeland gun cases, Colt handguns. Did that. My only customer was the city police, which was fortunate enough, and that. But yeah, it was. I did that until he ended up moving to Calgary, and then I ended up getting an offer to move to Vancouver to represent PGA Golf Equipment, the Ryder Cup Golf Club, which I took and moved to Vancouver. Spent a few years there, and then a few years then got talked into working for Daiwa Golf, being their first employee, and did that for about a year, covering Western Canada. And then they sent me to Ontario to expand their market and hire reps out there. So I did that. And after a couple of years, I was fortunate enough to meet a guy by the name of Ozzie Hogan, who was sales manager for a company called Sportlines. And he told me I should move back to Edmonton. And after some thoughts, I did, and was fortunate enough to become the rep for them in Northern Alberta, which also included Ping, Hogan, Dunlop, Slazenger, a bunch of lines.
And it wasn't just golf and handguns, also hockey and tennis, I understand.
Yeah. Well, hockey, I ended up, it was really funny. I got on a plane to, I heard that Sherwood Hockey Sticks was looking for a rep, and got on an airplane, flew to Montreal, and rented a car, drove to Sherbrooke, and to see the sales manager. I didn't have an appointment, but anyway, waited there all day, didn't get to see him, and ended up driving back to Montreal, getting on the plane, flying back to Edmonton.
You're kidding.
He phoned me about a day later and said, "Where are you?" And I said, "Back in Edmonton." And he goes, "You flew all the way out here just to get to talk to me?" And I go, "Yeah." He says, "You can have the line." So that I worked with them for 28 years, and was fortunate enough to be in the hockey end of it as well as the golf end of it. But yeah, it was great. I did Western Canada, or I did west of the Mississippi later on with Sherwood for all the professional players. So all the teams, whether they're NHL, IHL, East Coast League, Texas League, California Penal League, I did it too. For 6.
Now, at one point you were handling 7 major brands simultaneously in Northern Alberta. How did you make that work?
Well, back in Northern Alberta was not the first place everybody wanted to work, because I think back then Edmonton was like 450,000 people. It was a lot of rural work. Grand Prairie, Fort St. John, Dawson Creek, all of that area. North of Red Deer, basically, was Northern Alberta. And not a lot of guys wanted to do the work on the road. And I was fortunate enough that companies would find it better to have an agent where they just paid a commission for selling stuff rather than hiring a company guy and paying all the benefits and the salaries and the expenses and that. So that's how I was able to accrue all those lines and that. And I was really lucky. I had the best customers, because customers are more important than the product. If you don't have customers, you have nothing.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Mike Loftus. Mike, I got to ask about your Ping days, because Ping was so far ahead of the curve in custom fitting, and you know, it's the way it is now, but you guys were so far ahead of the curve, and, you know, you were obviously a big part of that.
Yeah, I was, when I think it was 1997, I got a phone call from Mr. Solheim. Ping was part of Sportlines International at that time, the distributor in Canada. And he asked me if I would come down to Phoenix to have a talk. So yeah, I hopped on a plane and went to Phoenix, and he said, look, we're going to buy our rights back in Canada, and we don't care what lines you represent. You can continue with Hogan, or I heard you're in the hockey business too. He says, I don't care. Just want you to be our rep in Alberta. And I said, well, I do Northern Alberta. My brother Pat does Southern Alberta. So he says, yeah, that's great. No matter what happens, we want you to be our reps. And that was it. So I went back, but back in the day, he came up with the one theory: sell the guy one club, and when it sells, see if he'll buy another one. And that was it. And he was big into the fitting, and that was the start of it. Even from the beginning, Ping was always into fitting, the lie angles and that. And so Pat and my brother ended up, they needed somebody to go to Ontario to run Canada. And I'd already been to Toronto and didn't like it. So he went. He's now the vice president of Ping worldwide. He's about to retire shortly. But I ended up doing the province, and I found that to make it different with my customers and to help them, I figured I had to do more fitting and teach the fitting. And it became a bonus. I mean, I did like 220 demo days a year in Alberta. And it was a lot, but it was good. I was really well treated by the golf professionals. I was great people. That's made my life so much easier.
Although you grew up in Calgary, you consider Edmonton your home and were a member of the Edmonton Country Club. How has the Edmonton golf community influenced your career and your personal life?
Well, Edmonton Country Club is still, I consider, my home golf course. I'm looking forward to going back shortly here and playing. I've been invited to come back and play the new redesigned country club with all improvements. So I'm looking forward to that. When I first went up there in early 70s, I remember you had to go off a bridge off 156th Street to get to the Edmonton Country Club.
Right.
And it was, my dad won the Alberta Open there one year. And so it was always kind of had a little history there. And the club reached its arms out, and I didn't have a lot of money, and I was young. I was still junior age, and they took me in and let me play there. And it was, I learned a lot from the membership there. I have still some lifelong friends that are there. My son Kent started his golf there. So it's been, still one of my favorite places.
With such a long and varied career that you've had, what advice would you give to someone hoping to build a lasting legacy in the golf industry or any other industry for that matter?
Well, on my side of the business, it's you have to know your customers, because if they're not successful, you can't be. So it's all about your customer. That was what I found the most important thing. And then stay in it for the long term. It's not a quick fix business. It's not, but once you get into it, specifically the golf business, they're great people. We all have the passion for the game, the sport, and the business of golf. And that's why, you earlier you had Art New on. Art's been in it for almost 50 years as well. And it's the same thing. It's something that grows in you. Murray, you've been in it pretty well your whole life. It gets into you, and you can't leave it. It's not that you start by playing the game, but then you grow into the game and the business, and you like the people, and it's excellent. I highly recommend it, but it's not as easy as it used to be, and it's everything to me.
So, Mike, you've come full circle in your career. Now you cover Western Canada for BPG, a buying group that we're part of at the ranch. Sean and I just booked our flights to Montreal to the show this week, just so you know. But what excites you most about your current role, and how does it compare to earlier chapters in your career?
Well, I don't have to drive by car. The old days, when I lived in Vancouver and did Western Canada, I used to go by car all the way to Thunder Bay and back a couple of times a year. Now it's a little bit easier by airplanes and rent-a-cars, and so it's a little easier that way. But BPG has been wonderful. They've allowed me to be back into the theme of golf and talking with the people that I love talking with and working with, and we're trying to bring something to the shops that they normally wouldn't get, and to help them with it. So it's still the business of golf. It's the people of golf, and that's what I grew up in and been a part of. And I consider it really, really fortunate in my life to continue being in the business of golf. And
Mike, I just have to say, as you said, I've been in this business pretty much my whole life. And I mean, it's been an absolute pleasure to work with you for 35 plus years that I've been doing it, and you certainly are a legend in the industry. So thanks for everything you have done for the industry in your roles that you've had.
Well, I appreciate that very much. It's I'm turning 72, what I call even par. That's what I'm turning in about a week, and I have no plans to leave. I think I'm well enough, strong enough to continue moving forward, and I'm very fortunate through all of this. My wife Yvonne, she's supported and kept everything going at home and allowed me to hit the road, do the road, and it's been great.
Awesome. Well, greatly appreciate your time, and it was great to have you on the show and hear some of your stories.
All the best. Thank you guys so much. And Curtis, it's been a while since we've been up in the catwalk together.
Yeah, I know. We got to get together again.
You've got it. Thank you for everything.
Thanks, Michael.
All right, that's Mike Loftus. Trivia, Stalker, what's the answer to this week's trivia question?
Arnold Palmer. Lost 3 U.S. Opens in a playoff. In 1962, he lost an 18-hole playoff to Jack Nicklaus. 1963, lost an 18-hole playoff to Julius Boris. In 1966, lost an 18-hole playoff to Billy Casper. It's amazing. He won 1, 2, 1.
And lost 3 in playoffs.
In a playoff, anyway.
Oh, my goodness. That's frustrating.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that wraps up this week's show. Sorry, the winner was Allie Stanton. Congratulations to you, Allie. I will get in touch with you and get you your prize. That wraps up this week's show. Next week, you're not going to want to miss this one. We're going to start the show next week with two segments with Talon Sweeney, Director of Golf from the Jasper Park Lodge Golf Club. We're going to catch up on everything that happened at Jasper, everything where it's at now, what the future looks like for Jasper. So you're not going to want to miss that one. We're also going to get golf tips with Matt Maw. We'll talk about with Kevin Smith again from Alberta Golf about the Alberta Ladies Amateur coming up in Leduc, and we go around YAG and check in with the Stony Plain Golf Club. Looks like a lot better weather week this week, so get out and play some golf, and be sure to tune in right here, 8 a.m. next Sunday morning on Edmonton Sports Talk for the VIP Golf Show. Have a good one.
Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
Ready to level up your golf game? Come swing by the Ranch Golf and Country Club, where serious golf meets serious fun. With a championship-style course, pristine conditions, and above all, a fun, laid-back atmosphere, the Ranch is where every round feels like a getaway. Get top-notch service at unmatched value every time you play at the Ranch. Think you have what it takes to go low? Bring your A game and find out why the Ranch is the best value in golf. 25, 50, 100, and 200 round packs on sale. TheRanchGolf.com.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Do not miss the Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Tournament presented by Pioneer Golf Company, Canadian-made golf accessories. Friday, July 5th, the Ranch Golf and Country Club, one of Alberta's premier championship golf courses. For sponsorship info or to register, go to ardentroofsystems.com. Your round includes breakfast, the famous ranch steak dinner, a massive silent auction, and a chance to give back to an unbelievable cause. The Stollery Child Life Program. The Ardent Roof Systems Annual Charity Golf Tournament, one of the best tournaments of the summer.
I came in 2 under par.
I ended up in the pond again.
Whether you're an old pro or just out for fun, Devon Golf is the course to hit, no matter how skilled you are. Just 30 minutes from Edmonton, Devon Golf boasts scenic valley views and incredible conditions. Golf 18 tree-lined holes along the North Saskatchewan River, or if you're just here for the post-game celebration, check out the Greens restaurant for a bite on their patio. Devon Golf, truly a hidden gem. To book your tee time, visit devongolf.ca.
Enjoy a round of golf on 2 of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Grab your clubs and tee up for your best golf season yet. Hone your skills and improve your game at the Country Club Golf Tour Academy. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour offers the best lesson programs for every level of golfer. Take your skill set to a higher level and train with their simulators, launch monitors, and PGA of Canada's teaching professionals. You can train all year long at their 7 golf courses and indoor golf center. Sign up for lessons with the CCT Golf Academy today and countryclubtour.com.